Okay, we are recording for proposal in bond group R, R1AS through R5SA, RFQ 184583 through 184587. Nick, you want to go over the scope?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Shakia. Um, so yes, starting off, we have, this is the pre-bid for R1 through R5. R1, you will find the first three groups, R1, R2, R3, R/AS, which stands for accessory structures. These are our set-aside groups for our residential trial program. Each group will contain 12 total accessory structures. And each group will be eligible, you'll be eligible to bid on and be awarded one group each for those who have been pre-qualified under the residential trial program. Bond groups R4 and R5 are your regular planned demolition groups. Each group R4 contains 79 properties and R5 contains 81 residential properties. Within each bond group, the proposals are kind of divided into two sections. You'll have your exhibits, which will provide you information regarding the RFP or the RFQ, and your attachments, which are documents that we request be filled out and returned with your proposal. We do expect, going over the exhibits, we do expect that you review and familiarize yourselves with each of the documents and all of their contents. Under the exhibits, you'll find your map, which will give you a summary of the location of each property in the group. The property information sheet, which will provide you with all the detailed information we have on the property. On the PDF document, you'll find links to the hazardous and regulated material reports and any other additional reports that we have on each property for your review. In addition, you'll have a copy of our disciplinary policy. You'll have a bid quantities sheet example and a bid quantity sheet template. In each of these, we expect for you to populate for each property the hazardous and regulated materials that you anticipate removing and abating from a property included in your bid. Then finally, we have our scope of service document, which we definitely expect for each contractor to familiarize yourself with and memorize. We did want to bring up, this is our second residential trial program for the accessory structures. And we wanted to make sure it was clear on this pre-bid recording that along with the abatement and removal of the garage, you are also responsible for moving all of the debris on the parcel, the entire parcel of that address. So if there's a large debris pile off to the side or next to the house associated with that address, that still falls under your purview for removal. So we want to make sure everyone is aware of that going into bid. Moving on to our attachments, you'll find 3 specific documents that you'll be required to fill out. The first attachment will be your price sheet. For each address in an associated group, we ask that you provide your hazardous and regulated materials and abatement costs, your demolition costs, your backfill and grade costs, and your site finalization costs. These will be in columns E through H, and please do not modify columns I and J. Those are automated fields that will sum in accordance to the information you put on the subsequent columns. In addition, we require you to fill out your professional rate schedule for each bid. Please provide the unit rate in either per parcel or per hour units for your normal standard rate in column C, and any applicable union rates in column D. And then finally, we have our general demo affidavit that we require each respondent to bid. Basically, the summary of it is that you are an authorized representative of your company who is qualified to submit the bid on your company's behalf, and that you understand and commit to bidding on all the information that we've provided in the RFP. And you'll find each of these documents for each individual group in R1, R2, R3, R4, and R5. All right, Tom, do you have any additional items to add from the field side that we're really looking forward from, demo operations, or am I missing anything?
Nope, you covered it. Thank you.
All right. All right, that's all I have for today, so I'll turn it back over to OCP.
Okay, I just want to go over the question deadlines. R1AS through R3AS, which are the garages, the deadline will be April 9th, 2024 at 5 p.m. R4SA and R5SA will be due April 11th at 5 p.m. The proposals due date R1AS through R3AS will be due April 12th at 1 p.m. and R4SA and R5SA will be due April 15th at 1 p.m.
Looks like we were joined.
I thought I heard someone chime in.
Sheila Depramont. Afternoon, Sheila.
Good afternoon.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, I have one question. I need an answer. I don't know if you may be able to help me, maybe Tom might, or I don't know if someone's on as far as when we're doing the garages and if we find that they just like remove like tires or something and the surveys say that there's nothing else present, do we still have to proceed with air monitoring on the garages also if there's no asbestos present?
That's not it. Give me 1 second. I got the scope of service up.
I think the scope of service, we do still have to follow our procedures. I'm just want clarity because I'm hearing differently. But the scope says, I mean, we follow it the same way as if we're doing a demo, correct?
Correct. But I want to make sure that since you brought it up, yep, it says on page 12 of the scope, it says that class 1 demolition protocols.
Okay. So follow our
Regardless.
services regardless. Okay, I got you. That's what I wanted to know. I have one other question for you right quick, and then I'll be through. Here on page 5, withholding payments, it says we reserve the right to hold any amount. I know we used to hold a $2,500 amount, but now if you feel it's an additional amount, you can hold more than the 2,500.
Yeah, we reserve the right to. Not
Okay,
saying
you
we
reserve-
will, but yeah, that is correct.
Okay, so it can go beyond the 2,500 at this time now. Correct?
Correct.
But we don't know what the amount is.
Our amount at this time, at least for all prior groups, has remained the 2,500.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to know. Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Shakia.
Well, if there's no further questions, well, thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good
All right,
day,
take care.
guys.
You
Thanks
too.
all.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Shakia.